Hey Taurus, I need to share something with you right now, and honestly, I am getting actual chills while shuffling these cards because the energy coming through is absolutely wild. Like, I have been doing tarot for years, and sometimes you just know when the universe is about to drop something massive, and this is one of those moments. So, I am literally sitting here with your cards, and my hands are actually shaking a little bit because what I am seeing for you is genuinely life-changing stuff that is about to unfold. Before we even get into the cards, I just want you to take a deep breath with me because I know some of you Taurus people have been going through it lately. Like, really going through it. And I see you. The universe sees you. And what is coming is going to make so much sense when it finally arrives. But right now, in this moment, I just need you to trust what I am about to share with you. So I pulled cards specifically asking about this huge shift that is coming into your life, and oh my goodness, the cards basically jumped out of the deck. Like, they wanted to tell your story. They wanted you to know what is coming. And I am going to walk you through each one because every single card here has such an important message for you. The first card that came out, and I actually gasped when I saw this, is the Emperor. Now listen, this is massive for you, Taurus, because the Emperor represents structure, stability, authority, and taking control of your life in a way that you maybe have not been able to before. The Emperor is sitting on his throne, and he is in complete command of his reality. He has built something solid and lasting, and this is exactly what is coming for you. What this card is telling me is that you are stepping into a phase where you become the architect of your own destiny. Like, for real. No more waiting for permission from other people. No more second-guessing yourself. No more playing small because you were worried about what other people might think or say. The Emperor energy is about claiming your power and using it wisely, and I am seeing that you have been preparing for this moment, whether you realized it or not. I keep getting this vision of you finally setting boundaries that actually stick, like you have tried before maybe to stand up for yourself, or to say no to things that were not serving you, but somehow you ended up back in the same patterns. But this time is different. This Emperor energy is giving you this unshakable foundation where you know your worth and you are not going to compromise on it anymore. And the beautiful thing is that this is not coming from a place of anger or resentment. It is coming from a place of true self-respect and maturity. The Emperor is also telling me about leadership. Some of you might be stepping into actual leadership roles at work or in your community. But even if that is not literal, what I am seeing is that you are becoming a leader in your own life. You are taking responsibility for your choices. You are creating systems and structures that support your goals. You are becoming someone that other people look to for stability and wisdom. And honestly, Taurus, this suits you so perfectly. Because you have always had this potential, but maybe you have been hiding it or playing it down. What I love about the Emperor showing up first is that it is setting the tone for everything else. It is like the universe is saying, okay, we are building something real here. We are not talking about temporary fixes or surface-level changes. We are talking about fundamental shifts in how you operate in the world. And this energy is going to be with you for a while, so really lean into it. Start thinking about what you want to build in your life. What legacy do you want to create? What kind of stability and security do you want to establish? These are Emperor questions, and now is the time to answer them. The second card, and this one made me literally sit back in my chair, is the Magician. Okay, so if the Emperor is about structure and stability, then the Magician is about manifestation and pure creative power. This is one of the most powerful cards in the entire deck because it represents having all the tools and resources you need to create whatever you desire. The Magician stands at his altar with the symbols of all four suits in front of him, which means he has access to every kind of energy and every kind of possibility. What this is telling me about your situation is that you are entering a phase of incredible manifestation power. Like, whatever you have been dreaming about or hoping for or working towards, the universe is basically saying, okay, we are ready to help you bring this into reality. But here is the thing about the Magician energy. It requires you to be conscious and intentional about what you are creating. The magician does not just sit around hoping things will work out. He actively uses his will and his skills and his knowledge to make things happen. I am seeing for you specifically that this is about recognizing skills and talents that you already have, but maybe have not been using to their full potential. The magician is reminding you that you are not lacking anything. You do not need to wait until you have more experience or more money or more time. You have everything you need right now to start moving toward your goals. And this is such an important message because I feel like some of you Taurus people have been in this waiting pattern where you have been telling yourself that you will start pursuing your dreams when XYZ happens. But the magician is saying, no, you start now with what you have. The combination of the Emperor and the Magician together is actually making me emotional because it is such a powerful pairing. You have the structure and the authority to create lasting change, and you have the creative power and the skills to manifest your desires. This is literally the perfect combination for bringing dreams into reality. One gives you the foundation, and the other gives you the magic. And you have access to both of these energies right now. I also want to mention that the magician is very much about communication and using your voice. So some of you might find that you are becoming more articulate or persuasive. You might find that people are actually listening to you in a way they have not before. You might discover that you have a gift for teaching or explaining things or inspiring others. The magician knows how to work with energy and information, and there is something here about you learning to use your words and your ideas as tools for creation. The third card is Page of Cups, and oh, this is where it gets really tender and beautiful. The Page of Cups is this young, dreamy, sensitive energy that is open to love and creativity and emotional connection. This card often shows up when there is a new emotional beginning coming, or when someone is about to receive a message related to love, or when there is this fresh, innocent quality entering into your emotional life. What I am picking up with this card is that while you are stepping into this powerful Emperor and Magician energy, you are also being asked to stay open and receptive to love and beauty and wonder. The Page of Cups represents that part of you that can still be surprised and delighted by life. That part of you that has not become cynical or closed off, despite whatever disappointments you might have experienced. And this is so important for you right now, because I think some of you Taurus folks have been protecting your hearts pretty heavily, and understandably so. But the Page of Cups is saying, hey, it is safe to open up again. It is safe to be vulnerable. It is safe to hope for love and connection. And for some of you, this might literally be about a new romantic opportunity coming in. The Page of Cups can represent a new person entering your life who has this gentle, sincere energy. Someone who approaches you with genuine interest and good intentions. Someone who sees your value and wants to get to know the real you. This person might be younger than you, or they might just have this youthful, fresh energy about them. But even if this is not about romance, specifically, the Page of Cups is about emotional renewal. It is about finding joy in simple things again. It is about expressing yourself creatively. It is about following your intuition and your feelings. After all that Emperor structure and Magician manifestation work, the Page of Cups is reminding you to stay connected to your heart, to stay playful, to stay curious, to stay open to magic and synchronicity and unexpected blessings. I am also seeing with this card that you might receive some kind of emotional message or news soon. The pages in tarot are messengers, so this could be a confession of feelings from someone. It could be a heartfelt conversation that changes things between you and another person. It could be news about a creative project or opportunity. Whatever it is, the energy feels positive and sweet and emotionally fulfilling. The fourth card is King of Cups, and wow. Okay, so we went from Page to King, which is a really interesting progression. The King of Cups is the master of emotions. He has deep feelings, but he has learned how to manage them wisely. He is compassionate, understanding, and emotionally mature. He does not get swept away by every feeling, but he also does not suppress or deny his emotions. He has found this beautiful balance between feeling deeply and maintaining his composure. For you, Taurus, this card is indicating that you are developing or already have this incredible emotional intelligence and maturity. You are learning how to navigate your own feelings and also how to hold space for other people's emotions without losing yourself in the process. This is huge because emotional maturity is actually one of the most valuable things you can develop, and it looks like you are really coming into this energy. The King of Cups can also represent an actual person in your life, someone who embodies these qualities of emotional wisdom and compassion. This could be a romantic partner or potential partner. This could be a mentor or friend or family member. But whoever this person is, they have this calming, grounding presence, and they are someone you can trust with your feelings. They are not going to judge you or minimize what you are going through. They genuinely care, and they have the emotional capacity to support you. What I find really beautiful here is the journey from page to king. It is like the cards are showing you this progression of emotional development. You are starting with this fresh, open, innocent energy of the page, and you are moving toward this mature, wise, compassionate energy of the king. And this is not happening overnight, obviously, but the fact that both of these cards showed up tells me that you are in this process of emotional evolution right now. The King of Cups is also very much about creativity and intuition. Kings have mastered their element, and Cups is the element of water which rules emotions, intuition, and creativity. So this suggests that you are developing a really strong connection to your intuitive abilities. You are learning to trust those gut feelings. You are learning to read energy and pick up on things that are not being said out loud. And you are also finding creative outlets for your emotions, whether that is through art or music or writing or whatever calls to you. The fifth card is Eight of Pentacles, and I love this because it brings us back to that practical Taurus energy. The Eight of Pentacles is all about craftsmanship, dedication, skill development, and putting in the work to master something. This card shows someone bent over their workbench, carefully crafting pentacles one by one. They are focused, they are committed, they are improving their skills through practice and repetition. What this tells me is that while all of these big emotional and spiritual shifts are happening, you are also going to be putting in real, tangible work toward your goals. The Eight of Pentacles does not believe in shortcuts or get-rich-quick schemes. It believes in showing up every day and doing the work. It believes in continuous improvement and in taking pride in the quality of what you produce. And this is so aligned with Taurus energy because you folks naturally understand the value of persistence and dedication. I am seeing that some of you might be learning a new skill or developing an existing talent to a higher level. This could be related to your career, or it could be a personal interest that you are getting serious about. The Eight of Pentacles suggests that you are willing to be a student again. You are willing to not know everything right away. You are willing to make mistakes and learn from them and gradually get better. And this humble approach to learning is going to serve you so well. This card is also about financial stability and building wealth through your work. The Pentacles are the suit of material resources, and the Eight is a number of mastery and accomplishment. So this suggests that your dedication and skill development are going to pay off in tangible ways. You might see your income increase. You might get recognition for your expertise. You might find that opportunities come to you because people respect your level of skill and professionalism. What I really appreciate about the Eight of Pentacles showing up here is that it is balancing out all of that emotional and spiritual energy from the Cups cards. It is reminding you that yes, you need to be open-hearted and emotionally available, but you also need to be grounded and practical and willing to work for what you want. You need both, the magic and the method, the inspiration and the perspiration, and you are being shown that you can have both. The Six of Wands just came flying out, and honestly, this makes me want to celebrate for you because this is literally the victory card. The Six of Wands shows someone riding through a crowd on horseback being celebrated and acknowledged for their achievements. This is public recognition. This is success. This is other people seeing your value and applauding you for it. This is you finally getting the acknowledgement and respect that you deserve. After all of that work shown in the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands is saying, yes, you are going to win. You are going to succeed. People are going to notice. You are going to have your moment where you get to feel proud of what you have accomplished, and other people are going to celebrate with you. And I know some of you Taurus people are pretty humble, and you might feel weird about being in the spotlight, but this card is saying, let yourself be seen. Let yourself be celebrated. You have earned it. The Six of Wands is also about confidence and self-assurance. It is about knowing that you are good at what you do. It is about carrying yourself with this quiet confidence that comes from real achievement, not from ego or arrogance, but from having actually done the work and seeing the results. And this kind of confidence is magnetic. It attracts opportunities. It attracts people who want to work with you or be associated with you. It opens doors that might have been closed before. I am also picking up that for some of you, this victory might be related to finally proving yourself in some way. Maybe there were people who doubted you or who did not take you seriously. Maybe there were obstacles or challenges that seemed insurmountable. But you persevered and now you are coming out on top, and those same people who doubted you are having to recognize your success. And listen, I am not saying this in a petty way, but there is something satisfying about proving the doubters wrong just by succeeding and living your best life. The Six of Wands can also indicate leadership and being seen as someone who has paved the way for others. Your success might inspire other people. Your journey might give hope to someone else who is struggling. And there is something really beautiful about that, because your victory is not just about you. It has a ripple effect that touches other people and encourages them to keep going. The Knight of Cups is the seventh card, and oh my goodness, this is the romance card. Like if there was ever a card that screams love and romantic gestures and emotional offers, this is it. The Knight of Cups rides in on his white horse, holding a cup which represents an emotional offer or invitation. He is the ultimate romantic. He is poetic, sensitive, charming, and he is not afraid to express his feelings. So what this is telling me is that there is a romantic energy coming towards you, and this is not just any romance. This is someone who is actually willing to show up emotionally. Someone who is going to make their intentions clear. Someone who is going to pursue you in a way that feels respectful, but also undeniably romantic. The Knight of Cups does not play games. He does not do breadcrumbs. He knows what he wants, and he is willing to be vulnerable enough to go after it. For those of you who have been single or who have been dealing with people who could not commit or who were emotionally unavailable, the Knight of Cups is like this breath of fresh air. This is someone who can actually articulate their feelings. Someone who will make romantic gestures that feel genuine, not performative. Someone who wants to sweep you off your feet in the best possible way. And after everything you have been through, you deserve this kind of treatment. Now, I want to be clear that the Knight of Cups can sometimes indicate someone who is a bit idealistic or who might be offering something that sounds too good to be true. So while this energy is definitely positive and exciting, just make sure that this person's actions match their words over time. Knights are action-oriented, so pay attention to what they actually do, not just what they say. But overall, this card is a really positive indicator for your romantic life. The Knight of Cups can also represent you embodying this energy yourself. Maybe you are the one who is ready to be more open and romantic. Maybe you are the one who is willing to take emotional risks and put your heart out there. Maybe you are channeling this creative, passionate, expressive energy into your relationships, or your art, or your life in general. And if that is the case, then good for you, because this is such a beautiful energy to work with. The eighth card is Eight of Wands, and oh, okay, things are about to accelerate. The Eight of Wands is all about speed, momentum, swift action, and things happening quickly. This card shows 8 wands flying through the air toward their destination, and there is nothing blocking them or slowing them down. This is pure forward movement, and it is fast. What this means for you is that after a possible period of waiting or things moving slowly, you are about to experience this rush of activity and progress. Things that have been stuck or delayed are suddenly going to start moving. Communications are going to pick up. Opportunities are going to come in rapid succession. You might feel like you can barely keep up with how fast things are changing and developing, and this can feel exciting and maybe a little overwhelming, but it is ultimately a really positive thing. The Eight of Wands often shows up when there is going to be a lot of communication happening. So you might be getting messages, texts, emails, calls from multiple people. You might be having important conversations that move things forward quickly. You might receive news or information that changes your plans or opens up new possibilities. There is this sense of everything happening at once, and needing to think and act quickly to take advantage of the opportunities that are presenting themselves. This card can also indicate travel or movement. So some of you might be taking a trip soon, and this trip could be significant in some way. It could be where you meet someone important or have an experience that shifts your perspective. Or this could be about movement in a more metaphorical sense, like moving forward in your career or your personal development or your relationships. Either way, things are moving and they are moving fast. What I want you to remember with the Eight of Wands is that while things are happening quickly, this is not chaotic or out of control energy. The wands are flying toward their target with purpose and direction. So even though things are speeding up, there is still a sense that everything is unfolding as it should. You just need to stay present and be ready to act when opportunities arise. Do not overthink things too much right now. Sometimes you just have to trust your instincts and go with the flow. The ninth card is the Hierophant, and this is interesting because the Hierophant brings in this energy of tradition values, commitment, and spiritual guidance. The Hierophant is often associated with marriage and formal commitments. He represents conventional approaches and following established paths. He is about finding meaning through connection to something larger than yourself, whether that is a spiritual tradition, or a committed relationship, or a community. What this suggests to me is that all of this romance and movement that we have been talking about might actually lead to something more serious and committed. The Hierophant does not show up for casual flings or surface-level connections. He shows up when there is potential for something meaningful and lasting. So if you have been wondering whether this new person or this new energy in your life is going somewhere, the answer appears to be yes, and it is going somewhere real. The Hierophant can also indicate that you are seeking or receiving spiritual guidance during this time. You might be drawn to explore your beliefs more deeply. You might find a teacher or mentor who helps you understand yourself and your path better. You might feel called to participate in some kind of spiritual community or practice. There is this sense of wanting to connect with something meaningful and lasting and being willing to learn from those who have wisdom to share. For some of you, the Hierophant might be indicating an actual wedding or formal commitment ceremony. Either you are getting married or someone close to you is getting married, and this event is going to be significant in your life. But even if it is not literal marriage, this card is about commitment and making things official in some way. Maybe you are committing to a new career path or a new way of living or a new relationship with yourself. What I find really beautiful about the Hierophant showing up here is that it grounds all of that Knight of Cups romantic energy into something real and lasting. It says, yes, fall in love and be romantic and open your heart, but also be willing to commit. Be willing to show up consistently. Be willing to honor the sacredness of connection. And this feels very aligned with Taurus energy, because you folks value stability and commitment and building things that last. The 10th and final card is Ace of Cups, and I am actually getting goosebumps because this is the card of new love, new emotional beginnings, and overflowing feelings. The Ace of Cups shows a hand emerging from a cloud, offering a golden cup that is overflowing with water. This represents an outpouring of love and emotion and spiritual connection. This is the universe literally offering you a cup of pure love and saying, "Here, this is for you." The Ace of Cups is the beginning of the entire Cups journey. It is the seed of all emotional and spiritual experiences. And the fact that this is your final card tells me that everything we have been talking about, all of these cards, all of this energy, is leading to this moment of absolute emotional fulfillment and new beginnings in love. This is not just about dating or romance, although it definitely includes that. This is about your heart opening in a way that allows love to flow in and out freely. What this means on a practical level is that you are being offered a new start in your emotional life. Whatever pain or disappointment or closed-off feelings you might have been carrying, you now have the opportunity to release all of that and begin fresh. The Ace of Cups wipes the slate clean and says, "Okay, let us start from a place of openness and possibility and love." And you get to choose whether to accept this offer or not, but I really hope you do because this is such a gift. The Ace of Cups often shows up when there is a new relationship beginning or when an existing relationship is moving to a new and deeper level. So for some of you, this might be the start of something beautiful with someone new. For others, this might be a renewal of love and connection with someone you are already with. And for some, this might be about falling in love with yourself or with life itself in a new way. All of these interpretations are valid and beautiful. I also want to mention that the Ace of Cups is deeply connected to intuition and psychic abilities and spiritual connection. So you might find that your intuitive abilities are becoming stronger. You might have dreams or visions that give you guidance. You might feel more connected to the divine or to your higher self. There is this sense of the veil being thin and you being able to access deeper wisdom and insight. The overflowing cup in this card is so symbolic because it shows that this love, this energy is abundant. It is not scarce or limited. It is overflowing, which means there is more than enough. There is enough love for you and for everyone you care about. There is no need to hold back or ration your feelings. You can love fully and openly and generously because love is infinite and it only grows when you share it. So let me bring all of this together for you, Taurus, because wow, what a reading. We started with the Emperor and the Magician, showing you stepping into your power and learning to manifest your desires through a combination of structure and magic. Then we had the Page of Cups and King of Cups showing this beautiful emotional development from innocent openness to mature wisdom. The Eight of Pentacles reminded you that real success comes from dedication and skill development. The Six of Wands promised you victory and recognition for your efforts. Then things got really romantic with the Knight of Cups, bringing in this energy of someone pursuing you or you pursuing love with genuine emotion and intention. The Eight of Wands showed that everything is about to speed up and start happening quickly. The Hierophant indicated that this is leading towards something serious and committed. And finally, the Ace of Cups confirmed that you are being offered a beautiful new beginning in love that has the potential to overflow into every area of your life. This is honestly one of the most beautiful and hopeful readings I have done in a while, and I am so excited for you. Everything in these cards is pointing toward a major positive shift in your life, and particularly in your love life. You have been through a journey of personal development, and now you are ready to receive the love and success and recognition that you deserve, and it is all coming together faster than you might expect. The universe is literally saying to you right now, we see you, we acknowledge your growth, we honor your journey, and we are ready to shower you with blessings. All you need to do is stay open, stay grounded, keep doing the work, and be willing to receive. Be willing to say yes to love. Be willing to step into your power. Be willing to believe that you deserve all of these good things that are coming your way. I hope this reading resonated with you and gave you some clarity and hope about what is coming. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust that the universe has your back. You are so much closer to your breakthrough than you realize, and everything is about to change in the most beautiful way.